Hey everyone, how's it going? In this episode of 944 Life, I'm going to show you how I detail the car. First off, starting with the tires and wheels. I'm basically going to start with this wheel here and then turn it into this. It's actually pretty easy and it's kind of fun to do, so without much else to say, let's get started. Hope you guys enjoy the video. So, to get started, what I'm using is Meguiar's brand wheel and tire cleaner, and I also have a pretty light bristle brush, which I'm going to use to exfoliate all the dirt and grime. So to get started, I just sprayed liberally along the tire and the wheel itself. Notice that I'm also doing this one tire wheel at a time. I don't want to go off to the other wheels, I just want to focus on this one before I, move on to the next one. Kind of concentrating all of my effort on one, not rushing between all the wheels and cleaning it all up. So I'm lightly just brushing that spray into the nook, every single nook and cranny of the wheel, trying to reach spots that you can normally reach just using like a regular mitt and cloth, and then just gently brushing off a little bit of dirt. So you can kind of see the spray changing color as it goes along, as it sits on there for a while. You're supposed to let it sit for, I think it was like 30 seconds to a minute. Also note that I haven't actually washed the car yet. I don't know if you can tell, and it naturally is really shiny, but I usually start with the wheels and tires first before I get to the rest of the car. That way, once the car's already clean, I don't want to get any more dirt on it cleaning the wheels and tires. So now that I've done that, I just simply spray off the water, and that's pretty much all there is to it. Just cleaning the wheels. Just do that with every single wheel. And then I pat it down with a regular microfiber or just a soft shower towel. And yeah, that's all I do for cleaning the wheels on this car. Now we're going to go to the polishing in tire gel. So for the polishing the wheels, I'm using this white diamond polisher. I kind of got a bit overzealous here and decided to apply it directly to the wheel. I wouldn't recommend doing that because it kind of makes a mess of everything and it actually stains the tires a bit if you leave it on for too long or let it sit. So, regardless, mistakes were made, lessons learned. So I did it so you don't have to. So as you can see, I'm just vigorously applying it to the wheel, going around the outside first before I get to the inside. Just kind of pushing it all in there. Well, not pushing it, pressing it in there. And making sure I get it around a couple times. You can kind of see getting it shinier. Now I'm going to do the inside of the wheel, and it's a bit tricky with all of the wheel lugs and the wheel lock, of course, and it's kind of a bit of a challenge to get every single nook and cranny in there. So I have to admit the inner parts of the wheel didn't turn out the best compared to the outside portion of the wheel, but in all honesty, the wheels ended up looking a lot better than when I bought the car, or even up to this point. So there wasn't really much to complain about, honestly. So, like I said, I'm trying to get every single spot I can, changing the thickness and, well, how much of the towel I used. I'm now going for the microfiber to do a finishing wipe and buff of the polisher. The fun thing I learned is that this actually, the brand I got, actually works as a sealant as well. So not only am I exfoliating the wheel, but I'm also putting a protective coat on top of it to prevent as much brake dust or grime and other stuff. So yeah, I thought that was pretty neat. So now that I finished that, I'm going to take the tire shine and give that a go. So I had a old t-shirt I had around. It's not the cleanest, but this is going to be a messy job. And I basically wrap it around my hand and turn my hand into a applicator or a mitt, so to speak. So once I finish wrapping it around my hand in the most uniform way I can, so I have an open palm, I take the tire gel. It's kind of like a soap in a way, and I just really apply that liberally onto my hand there and just really go to town on the tire, going in a circular motion, of course, trying to get it all in one go, at least the first round in. Now I noticed that you kind of want to get this all done, not as quick as you can, but as efficiently. You want to have a good uniform and even shine on the wheels. And while my method was pretty crude, to be honest, it did an alright job of just doing a basic shine. And again, the tires look a lot better than how I left them after driving the car through some rain and dirt and snow and a little bit of salt, but not too much salt. It is Michigan, so we get very bipolar weather here. Kind of just have to deal with it. It doesn't stop me from driving the car, though, because I love driving this car. So I take the pseudo mitt off, and then I just turn into a regular rag, and then just get the blotches and spots that I may have missed or that look uneven, and just go around one more time to make sure that it's nice and even. I didn't miss any spots on the tire. Also, you don't want to put this stuff on the treads because, well, unless you like drifting, you don't want to do that. So that's all there is to the wheel. And the next video will be going over the overall washing and waxing and clay barring of the car. So, until then, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and stay tuned for the next one. Take care, everyone.